Alright, I think maybe one more video for today, but this is the Civivi Incite. And this was not my first Civivi. I'll go over that in a different video. The first Civivi I had was the Elementum. But the Incite, I think, was released in the later part of 2019. And when I saw it on Blade HQ, I just fell in love. And like all Civivis that I've ever touched, that flipping action is just phenomenal. The crisp detent. Their Damascus, I know it's the Damascus conversation I'm not going to have. This is folded steel, and it's good. It's well done. It doesn't come out in the light as well as it's actually coming out on the camera right now. Maybe it's just the angle and the light, but you can tell. You can tell that you've got something a little bit more unique. And then this is the shredded carbon fiber, and it's suspended with the copper. They had two options, copper and gold, at the time. I mean, like I said, every Civivi that I've ever picked up is flawless in terms of fit and finish and action. There were some voids in it that you can see clearly through, like right there on the handle is one good one where you can see it straight through the shiny liner. So there was no carbon fiber material or copper material to cover. But for the price that this knife went at the time, that was completely fine. And those gaps are really hard to find. There's one on this side that I just can't see. Comment down below if you find it. But these pocket clips from Civivi are very nice in the pocket, and it gives me exactly the balance between, I don't really care for deep carry necessarily, because I like just having a little bit coming out of the pocket that you can grab. And these Civivi pocket clips, I tend to see that that's what they do. They give you a low carry, but they still give you some purchase on top. Full steel liners. They are milled inside, you can see, for some weight savings. Very early lockup on it, like that. It's been rock solid. The Civivis, the one, well, there are a few things, but the one criticism I have are these finger choils, and I just don't care for them as much. I think especially with a flipper, you've got the enhanced safety that if the lock were to ever disengage, that flipper is going to hit into you. And so I don't really see any safety enhancement with those cutouts. And the other thing is, I almost never choke up on a knife or have the need to choke up on a knife like that. And then you can kind of see the edge of that is right up there on your finger. And I got small, medium hands, and so if your fingers are bigger, it's gonna go right into that edge. What I would prefer, what really just would make it a better design, in my opinion, is to follow that edge all the way through and maybe make a small sharpening choil. But as it is, what happens is when you cut with it, it gets hung up. The material will always get caught right here. So you really have to use like this part of the blade down in order to get a smooth cut and not get hung up on material. Look, I like the look of it with the enhanced finger choil, but it's just too big. It's just not necessary. Geez, the Incite, the story that I have about this that I want to tell is that I'm rarely right about things, but I was right about this one as soon as I saw it. And I can't remember if it might have been Blade HQ. But as soon as I saw it, I said to my wife, I've got to have it. It's beautiful. I need it. And it's going to be sold out. And I'm not going to be able to find it again. And I was right. It sold out like within a few days. I've had people actually constantly text me anytime, or message me anytime I put it online, just to show it as like my carry for the day. People inevitably ask, can I buy that from you? Because I think they released a few runs of these and then they stopped. And so I just took a look before I made the video, but I don't see any of them online. I don't know what they're going for on the secondary, but the original price point I think had it just at $100. And for what you get with a Civivi, and especially with these materials, just a knockout for a budget blade. Anytime anybody asks me for a budget blade, I'm very hard pressed to not recommend a Civivi. So that's the story. I was right for once in my life. Just a quick look one more time. And that's it. Thanks.